Hello and welcome to Moment of Truth on Labour Social. I'm Graham Hughes. I almost can't believe the audacity of the UK government's latest plans for those on long-term incapacity support, disabled people. But then I remember it's the Tory party and they're the absolute worst people who have ever held such high office in this country. And that's a surprisingly high bar. They claim it is all about getting more disabled people jobs, but in reality, it's a cruel and vindictive policy that's going to hurt those who are already struggling. Charities are sounding the alarm, and with good reason. The Tories are talking about pushing people with disabilities and long-term health conditions to work from home as if that's a solution to anything. But what they conveniently forget is that many of these individuals are not well enough to hold down a regular job. It's like these Tories are living in a fantasy world, only one in which Sauron, Voldemort and King Bloody Joffrey actually won. The Work and Pensions Secretary, the improbably named Mel Stride, is considering changes to the work capability assessment. He's claiming that he wants to establish how much a disability or illness limits someone's ability to work, but the reality is they're just trying to find more ways to cut benefits. They talk about encouraging people with long-term conditions to join the workforce after a generous £2 billion investment, but it's all smoke and mirrors. They're conveniently ignoring the fact that modern working practices won't magically heal someone's disability or illness. Liz Kendall, the Shadow Work and Pension Secretary, hit the nail on the head when she called these proposals tinkering at the edges of a failing system. It's as clear as day that this isn't going to solve the real issues surrounding the physical and mental health of the nation. The Tories are planning to force people to work when they're clearly not well enough. And if they can't manage it, their benefits will be slashed. Do you think that's going to improve anyone's health, physical or mental? It's a recipe for disaster. James Taylor from the disability equality charity Scope has urged ministers for flexible and voluntary employment support for disabled people. But the heartless, careless and feckless Tories don't give a toss. These proposals are just going to make people sicker. And if they don't meet strict conditions, their lifelines will be severed. In the middle of a cost of living crisis, this will be nothing short of catastrophic. Sarah White from the National Disability Charity Sense is absolutely spot on when she warns about the anxiety this is going to cause for disabled individuals across the country. It's like the government wants to pile on the pressure without offering any real support whatsoever. Dame Claire Moriarty from Citizens Advice couldn't have said it better. She said it's high time the government put the right support in place so that their reforms actually make a positive difference instead of squeezing people's already tight budgets. It's time for them to show some compassion and stop these heartless policies. But then, the chances of that actually happening with this sadistic Tory scum in power are somewhat less than zero.